But first, I want to talk about this blazer. I think this is a really cool blazer. I do. The texture of it, the cut of it, the fact that you've got a couple of different different textures going on in this blazer from IMAN, her Global Chic line. So if it's IMAN Global Chic, that means it's not boring, it's not basic. You can see Jan is rocking that one in the charcoal, which is good, or that, I'm sorry, that one is the jet black, all right? And then Andrea has it on in the, she's wearing that one in the brown. And it's because of the collar. That's how you notice that. So she's got the brown collar, and the collar on that is velvet. The body of the blazer is tweed. And then you can see you've got a really cool textured button going through. And then the best part is that curved, it's like a tulip hem going along the bottom. Very, very feminine. And then you've got a little bit of a pleat, or I should say a vent along the back. So this is a very classic look in a vest, but it's classic done in a feminine way. I want to amend what I was saying about the colors earlier, because I said that this was the black. It's not. This one is the charcoal because of the, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, because of the collar, okay? And then there you've got the brown. And then this one is the black, and this one you have that black collar. And this one looks very traditional menswear, but the way supermodel IMAN did it, she said, yeah, we can kind of borrow from the boys, but we're all women. So we have to throw in some curves there, because without the curves, it's not gonna fit you right. If you've ever worn just a straight blazer, you've noticed that it just, you know, it just wasn't doing it for you. You know, yeah, it's a blazer, and yes, it's very kind of buttoned up and professional looking, but we never want to lose the woman underneath. And so with this, you've got the curves that go along with your curves, and it just flows with you. This is $49.95. Regularly about $90. Retail value on this, $129. And typically we would see this, it's kind of, I said earlier, more of like an equestrian kind of look. You would see it in that kind of designer showroom. And you might see it with like leggings and with a tall boot. I think that would be a really cool look on that one if you want it to go that way. I like it with jeans. That's the way that I would rock it. Jan has it on with a skirt. So whether it's going to work, no matter where you work, whether it's going to, you know, that's just your look, I think this is a great one. And this is a great one to try on clearance too, because it is different from a traditional blazer. Customer pick on hsn.com, so many people who have it wrote in and talked about how much they loved it, and now you have a chance to get it for less than what they paid for it. And it's only because there are last in quantity. We have, let me give you a quick update. If you want that brown, the one that you see right there on Andrea, and it's brown based in like a cream body color, so it is the lightest of the three that we have. That one, we have 4 dozen remaining in brown. If you want the black one, and the black the black one is the one that you see right here. The black one is the most traditional, the one that almost looks, you know, kind of like this black and white gray kind of look with that black collar. This one's gonna be the first one to go. Last call, fewer than 2 dozen left in this one. And then of course we have it for you in the charcoal. And this is the one we have the most of, all right? That's the one that Jan is wearing. And I like that Jan put it on. She put it on with all black. She could have put it on with all gray. She could have put it on with all cream, and it would have looked just as great. Now, something I want you to notice, because sometimes I see this, and I usually see the gentlemen do this, but I don't want, you know, my ladies to fall into this. This has a vent in the back, and I'm going to show it to you in 2 ways. This has a vent in the back, but when it comes to you, the vent is going to be closed. It's going to be stitched closed like this. There's a little X right there. Break this, so you can use your finger, you can use your hands and break this, or use scissors and cut this open, because you don't want this vent to stay closed. It was made to be open like this, so that when you take that, when you kind of break that open, this vent was made to be open, and that it gives you a better fit along the back. It's not going to bunch up. because if you don't open it, it will bunch up and it's just not gonna be a good look. You want it to be open. It's a vent. It's supposed to give you movement, all right? So, and I show you that because I've seen so many people walk around with it stitched closed, and I just wanna go up behind them and just open it up. I know I shouldn't, because you know I might end up on YouTube in a bad way, but you just want to, because it's stitched closed for shipping purposes, so that when you get it home, it's not bunched up and it's not wrinkled or anything like that. But it is made to be just pulled open, pull out the threads, and then you're good to go. Just to let you know, I know that most people know that, but just in case, right? Because a lot of times, you know, those are the little things that we forget. When you have it on, you can see it is that classic look. It's that tulip style going along the front of your body, so it does lay beautifully. It's 26 inches long, it is 100% poly, and it is fully lined on this one, including on the sleeves, because a lot of times a blazer might be lined on the body but not on the sleeves, and that's where you get cold. But this one is fully lined even on the sleeves. So if for whatever reason, even if you wanted to fold this up, that would be nice. I think, you know, you've got that really cool textured button. It's a 4-button right here along the wrist. But if for any reason you wanted to fold it up, you can see that it's fully lined and beautifully lined, look with a satin lining on that. But you can really see the depth of the texture on this. Now you understand, well, this one's almost gone. The jet is almost gone. If we have your size still available, then definitely don't wait too long to get it. The brown, again, fully lined, beautifully done. These are all of the details and the finishes that you would expect from a higher end brand, from you know, to pay more for. You would expect that, and that's what you would look for. As a matter of fact, when you go shopping for blazers, that's how we shop for them. You know, for some things like, you know, for blouses and things like that, we look at the outside. For jackets and blazers, you look at the inside, and it's just as important. The way it's cut, the way that it's finished, the way that you have the correct materials in all of the right places. Because if this were lined and it didn't have the satin lining, if it were a scratchier lining, wouldn't be comfortable. This is the way you go. Now, again, the brown is almost gone. The gray is gonna be your best